Shell collecting, my early vocation. Combing for hours on wispy white sands, I was looking for two kinds. The European cowrie shell, flat periwinkles. Scouring the beaches was a battle. My eyes were overly sensitive. They would fill, salty at the brim, obscuring my view. The individual seashells with their individual stories blended into a faceless shingle. It's easy to forget that these were once homes, self-built vessels for life that had scuttered along the ocean floor. It's effortless to pick them up, pocket them, and never think again. They ate and were eaten, and now what's left of their bodies adorn our minds. Shells act as souvenirs for humans. They housed a mollusk. It had hoovered up the algae, married to the rocks in the shallows of our coasts. They carry our memories. Hold one to your ear. Can you hear the sea? When I first started coastal combing, I collected for the sake of it. I enjoyed the hours doubled over, looking. I kept the shells in sandwich bags. They jingled about in my backpack all day, waiting to be cleaned. Now the shells decorate my uni rooms. I fill bottles with them or old sauce jars. Occasionally I make jewelry with them, to wear and to show off. I recently attended a barbecue. The host's bathroom was decorated with mason jars of European and Arctic cowries. The only way they would have been able to obtain this number of cowries would have been through obsessive combing. Each visit to the West Coast and Shetlands would have brought home hordes of cowries. I maybe had a third of their collection. Now when I collect, I do so for a few reasons. To learn about the creatures, to have them there to hold and to feel in my palms, to connect with my childish fascinations and obsessions, and to remind myself that the sea is still there when I am not. I can bring its treasures into my room to look at, observe their contours, their shape. As a collective, though, it's hard to know why we comb. Why do we have these innate obsessions to gather information about watery worlds? Why are we intrigued by such tiny things, things that break and shatter without their shellfishes to sustain them? How do they create their colours, and why do we care? What becomes of the shells uncollected? Are they to be crushed further within the ocean's ginormous pepper grinder? Handfuls of it, forever hiding in the family car, in between your toes or behind your ear, washed off in the shower, cascading down the plug holes, returned to the ocean but misplaced. Cowries throughout the world are regarded as highly lucky ornaments to keep, and so it is no wonder that countless of us have scoured endlessly for them. In the Hebrides, jewellers make silver and gold casts with the shells and sell them for high prices. The European cowrie has its story, in human history and in natural history. Trivia monica, meaning common solitary in Latin, puts it in an odd position. They were regarded as a rarity in Edwardian and Victorian eras, which is why I find it curious that they are named common solitary. How can something that exists commonly be in solitude? It is here that I question how many of these cowrie casings make it to our shores. How many are ground up before we get to see them? It is very human of us to assume that something is uncommon because it falls into our hands less frequently. Maybe the Trivia monica is a civilian of the sea, but a celebrity of the shore.